Welcome back to Down to the Frame. Today, Jake and I are going to be working on the boat restoration, the 1985 Bayliner Capri. And if you watched last video, which I'd recommend checking out because it was a triumph, a small triumph, we laid the fiberglass over our fillets, which seemed to be working pretty nicely. We'll go in there in a second and check that out. But today, I want to finish fiberglassing the transom. So that means 3 layers of fiberglass, 1708, using polyester resin on top of the 3 sections of Kusa board that we laid on the back of the boat. If we can get that done, we'll move on to something else, but we'll worry about that later. So without further ado, we're just getting down the frame. The weather today, it's beautiful like this month has been. So we got the extra tent set up with another table over there. Everything's pretty dry. I laid down some sort of path here so we're not stepping on mud all day. We try to keep the mud down in the boat, which is important. Let's hop up in here. Let's see how she did. Ooh, that feels nice. Everything's laid nice and flat. Nothing's really flexing. There's some sharp points that I might have to grind down right there, but feels good. As well as over here. I probably should have like cut the fiberglass to lay like that, like a normal, but we'll just grind that out later. Feels good. Little air pocket in the corner there. Pretty good. So that's 2 layers right here. Yeah, that's the test. You just give her a smack, and that's how you know your boat will float. All right, so I liked having the board back here where I just resined right on top of this. So we're gonna move to that one next, and then we'll focus on the center. And in the last video, I had some extra resin when my alarm went off to leave, so I just threw it on top of this, so it's kind of pre-soaked already. It is laminating resin, no wax in it at all, so hopefully it'll lay actually a little bit better than just bare Kusa board. All right, so what we're gonna need to do first is, I think we only have 1 piece of fiberglass over there. We're gonna have to cut more for that. I think smaller than the one that we already have cut. And we're gonna mix up more 350 milliliter pots of resin, which worked out pretty nicely. Today's not too hot, which means we can mix this a little bit closer to like, I think I did like 3.5 milliliters per 350 milliliters of resin. So 1%. Around 1%, but I think we were mixing it at 4, I think, before. Or no, I did 3. Now we can probably mix it around 3.5 because it's a little cooler out and it's raining. So I'm still concerned about this over here. I'm starting to think this just delaminated. I think this is one of our first patches. I think with the boat moving around and everything, it started to delaminate. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to come back and grind that out and then lay another patch over that. I won't subject you to that torture.
Can we just like fill a syringe with resin and just like
inject it
in there?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Like drill a little center hole. That's what I'm saying. Like kind of how they fix glass. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, that was a pretty good job. You'll soften up. I don't know. All right, time to layer. Okay, so we ran out of resin for the millionth time, but basically what we're gonna end up doing is we're not completely out, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough to do another layer of fiberglass, and we have 3 pieces of fiberglass left, so we're going to transition to doing the stringers, and we're going to mix up some thickened polyester resin with silica and chop strand, And then we're gonna place another stringer and pack in the thickened resin into right here. So we're gonna do another stringer here, and then put thickened resin in between here. But as you can see, the fiberglass is looking pretty good. So it's pretty dry. There is some air pockets over here. I don't know why, but it wasn't like that when we laid it, so might have to grind that down and do something. Corners aren't looking too good either, but the rest of it is looking really nice. Solid. And then this patch over here, we're gonna have to redo that one. Alright, so this is what Jay whipped up. A little bit of the Cookie Monster for me. Look at that. Perfection. That's what we're gonna use for the stringer down here. We're just gonna lay a good line of this all across the bottom here, and then we're gonna stick it in there. Almost looks like the total boat epoxy putty that we have.
Oh, we got it wrong.
Is that a Honda?
At least 35.
That was a Honda for sure, right?
Yeah.
I think I heard the VTEC again.
Watching you work your stick like that, dude.
Yeah. That's what happens as you get older. You really learn how to work your own stick, you know? Take another batch.
That should be the last one. The hot tub.
We're gonna need more weights. It's actually pretty tacky as is, but I do kind of want to put some weight on it. Yeah, I'll take the cinder block.
Right.
Here. Dude, I like this a lot. I feel like I might have to come back with a grinder and just like tap it. Or
You
like,
think so?
just because it's like really straight,
Mm.
to smooth it out a bit, you know?
I almost scored this week. Bedford. I usually play on Mondays, but there's too many people in the league, so they have one game on Sunday.
Okay, guys, that's going to be it for today. Check out the comment section down below. Pretty much found out all of the information about fiberglassing down there. And yeah, so we ended up using thickened polyester resin on the stringers with silica and chop strand, and it worked out really well. I like the way it came out. We obviously did not finish fiberglassing the transom. However, every piece of the transom has a piece of fiberglass on it. There's some air pockets I don't really know what to do about, but you know, we're only 3 pieces of fiberglass away from completing the transom. Then we're just doing stringers, and once we get the stringers all leveled up and fiberglassed in, then we got to put the gas tank in, and we got to cut the hole out for the transmission. So I feel like we got a lot done today. We took a bit of a hiatus. Yeah, we took a bit of a hiatus to try to find resin, but let me know if you guys have ever used Bondo 3M resin. I think it's like a, it doesn't say if it has wax in it, and the hardener seems like it has some other chemicals other than
MEKP.
Yeah, MEKP. So I didn't buy it. I was like, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna go with Total Boat, the purest stuff. So yeah, I don't know. But if you guys have not, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Down with Frank.